Before they left Gaza to begin their massacre on October 7th, Hamas terrorists put on body cams and brought other recording equipment so they could record the vicious acts. And what their tapes show them doing is far worse than you can ever imagine. Hamas terrorists recorded beatings, beheadings, rapes, and barbaric killings of innocent men and women and children, all the time the terrorists could be heard laughing and cheering. Of course, I'd heard about this, but I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I wasn't in Israel on October 7th when that slaughter began. But earlier today, I went to Israel's embassy so I could watch Hamas's acts in real time with my own eyes. It's no secret. They committed the most unthinkable atrocities, and they were gleeful and proud of themselves. As you know, a few weeks after the massacre, in November, Newsmax sent me to Israel to cover the war. At the time, I walked the areas captured on these Hamas videos that I watched today. The areas included the kibbutz Be'eri, one of the worst hit areas. I also walked the field where the Nova Festival was held, and more than 360 were murdered. By the time I arrived, the bodies were gone, but blood still visible. It had dried, but it remained. You could see that dark, haunting, deep red color. Buildings, of course, half standing, if standing at all, destroyed by bullets and fire. No one can walk those areas without feeling the overwhelming horror of knowing what was inflicted upon those innocent people at those locations on that Saturday morning. Today was a different experience. Today, the video put me in these locations, but not walking among the memories, but being there at the slaughter as it was happening. The list is long. Hamas terrorists murdering a father in front of two children looked to be about 10 years old each. They wept and cried for their father as a Hamas terrorist killer casually walked into their kitchen, into the refrigerator area, took water out of the refrigerator, drank it, and left. In one audio of Hamas terrorists can be heard calling his mother and father, bragging, saying gleefully, "Dad, your son killed Jews. Dad, I killed 10 Jews with my bare hands. Mom, your son is a hero." Another part of the 46-minute video I saw today shows a young child without a parent being marched away by Hamas wearing pajamas, with the genital area of his pajamas pants soaked in red blood. That same gruesome sight could be seen on many women in the video. Blood-soaked clothes in the genital area. I'll spare you the atrocious and violent details of the beheading, which they did very slowly to make it all the more vicious. They also were laughing and cheering during the beheading. In addition to that, throughout all the torture and killings was the constant chanting, "Allah is great." The 46-minute video I watched is only a snapshot. That massacre went on for hours. There's a part of me which I think I should tell you, if you get a chance, don't watch this video. But there's another part of me that says this video is so important, all of us should watch it. During the Holocaust, for instance, many denied the Holocaust existed. But then they began to see the pictures. Then they knew. The same is true of Selma, Alabama. When people saw those videos, they knew. Selma, March 7th, 1965, was seen by all of America, and it shocked the nation. The horror scene in those videos spurred the passage 3 months later of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. I certainly understand you not wanting to see Hamas torture innocents, but there are some, though, who really must watch it. Leaders here in the United States and around the world must watch it. They must put themselves in those kibbutzes and at that festival on October 7th. They all make important decisions about this war and also how we confront issues like anti-Semitism. And to make those tough decisions, and they are tough, they must have the best information possible. And nothing compares to being on the scene in real time as it's happening. The same is true of journalists reporting this war. And I guarantee this, if they watch it, they won't get wishy-washy in the reporting. If they see it with their own eyes, everyone needs the truth. No sugarcoating, no burying of heads in sand. Which brings me to this. A person in authority who makes important decisions for thousands on her campus, she has not seen the video. And worse, she refused. It's Harvard's president, Dr. Claudine Gay. Dr. Gay declined to see the horrible atrocities in her own eyes brought on by Hamas terrorists. She was offered the opportunity the day before her testimony before Congress, but she said no. Maybe had she seen the 46 minutes of torture and murder, she would not have testified as she did. And by the way, I don't know about you, but I'm not letting off the hook a big law firm for the disgraceful testimony of all three college presidents. The law firm, Wilmer Hale, reportedly prepared the three university presidents for their testimony. Those lawyers need to stop playing lawyers, splitting hairs on the law. They should watch the 46-minute videos.